Hello and welcome back to my channel. I promise the spookiest thing in this video is going to be how dirty my hair is and how much I need to wash it. I attempted to make it a little more presentable with a spoopy scarf, but then it occurred to me you can't even see it. So today we're going to be testing out this Snazaroo face painting kit. It's intended for children, but it's a water activated paint, so I kind of thought if it's good, I'm going to keep it around and use it for other costumes and stuff in the future. Maybe not this year, but definitely next year. I bought this at Michael's. I believe it was kind of expensive. It was like $25 or something like that for just this kit. But if it works well, that's, worth it to me. The quality is really what matters. So they had this kit, which is kind of more earthy tones, and they had like a rainbow kit. Ultimately, I went with this one because I do a lot of zombies and scary things, but if you want the rainbow one, go with that one. I did already open this packaging before coming on camera because I knew it came with a book, and I wanted to kind of go through the book and see if there was a look in here that I could do. This is intended for children, so it's probably age appropriate enough for me. I'm looking through the booklet. A lot of them seem to require the rainbow kit, except for this adorable little robot boy down here. I'm sure I could do that with just this kit. So we're going to try the robot boy look. And really all we're trying to do here is see if I think these water activated paints are worth the money, because I'm very tired of waiting for conventions or buying them online or that sort of thing. So that's the purpose of this video today. Let's see how these Michael's available face paints are. Because one of the things that I hate about conventional Halloween kits, if you will, for kids, is that it's always like this really tacky cream stuff that never really dries down, or if it does, it gets crumbly. Like, it just never works the way you want it to. So the box says how to use. Add a little water to a brush or sponge, dab on some paint, and follow the easy guides included for hours of imaginative play. When you're done, just wash it off with soap and water. So that's what we're gonna do. I can't tell if they have little plastic films over them or not. It kind of looks like they do. The white one here definitely does. See? I'm gonna take them all off. Ooh, there's a purple in here. I could have done the spidery look. I really did like that one. I just don't think I have the art skills to do that one. The one that's like in the back of this book. I think that's so cute. But I don't really have the skills. I like that it comes with, even if they're kind of hard to get off, these little covers. Because I feel like it makes it a little more airtight, a little safer in the store. So we're going to use the sponge, because I got to cover my whole forehead, my cheeks, and over here. So I'm going to dip this into the water that I have here. So now this is nice and wet. I'm just kind of... Much more opaque immediately than I thought it was going to be. When I was at Michael's, they also had these like Snazaroo colors in individual discs. So if you don't want a whole palette like this, you could just get one color. So if I was doing this robot, I might honestly only buy silver. Or this gray color, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to add a little more water to the sponge. Oh yeah, that way brought it back. So if you start to feel like it's looking a little patchy, just add some more water. I'm really looking forward to these mutton chops I'm about to give myself. Look at that, perfect on the first try. I gotta admit right off the bat, I'm surprised at how easy that is to use and how well it's sitting on my face. I'm so used to I don't know if the video was on my channel is still public. I might have taken it down a long time ago, but I bought like a Walmart brand cream makeup for kids and tried to do Alphaba and paint my whole face green, and that was one of the reasons why the first water activated paint I bought was green, so that I could kind of redo it. That was just awful. It was streaky and it was crumbling off my face the minute I put it on, and it was patchy and it was weird. So I wish I had this stuff then, because this is rad so far. I mean, look at that. I just want the line movers to be a little bit harsher. And realistically, I'm using only the stuff that came in the kit for the purpose of this video, but if I was doing this for real, I would just use my own makeup brushes. So the cheeks feel dry now. The forehead is definitely still drying down, but that's okay. So I'm going to take the brush that comes in it. This is what it looks like. It's just like a cheapy paintbrush. I'm going to dip it into the black and do all the black parts now. So it really wants me to accentuate my T-zone. No, I said I was going to start with my cheeks. Duh. Oh. Black is a little streaky, leaves a little bit to be desired. I would rather the black be crappy than the gray, though, because I can always use eyeliner for black. I really always felt like places that do face painting, like for kids, parties and events and that sort of thing, should invest in like water activated makeup like this instead of always doing cream, because the cream always ends up all over the kid's face and all over whatever they touch. Like, give their parents a fighting chance, you know? Get some water activated makeup. So the forehead is definitely dry now. Look at how matte it is. That's kick ass. So we're gonna go right in the middle of my forehead here. Yeah, see, it lost its luster, so I'm gonna re-dip it. Then go back into the black. The nose is hard, but the nose is mainly hard because my nose is weirdly shaped. The black is definitely a little harder to work with than the gray was, but it's not too bad. Okay, I feel like I'm wearing the cheapy, like, Walmart version of Antiope's crown in Wonder Woman. So the last piece of this is the white. So I wiped out the brush, and now I'm putting it in the water and then putting it in the white. This is the part that scared me the most, because cross-contamination drives me nuts. If I was doing this my way, I would have had just a different brush for each color. But it only gave me one brush. Well, I think the answer is clear. I'm no artist. But, I gotta say, I think this is really easy to use. I think it's really kid-friendly. And like I said, I think anybody who does face painting for kids should have a kit like this. Water-activated paints instead of those widely available cream ones, because I think they're just crappy and they get all over everything. This kit, while some people might say it's expensive, I could see it going a long way, especially if you bought the rainbow one. That might go even farther for kids, depending on what you're doing. I mean, this is clearly a really silly robot look. But I think, you know, if you're more artistically inclined than I am, you could take this much farther. Oh my god, I never even saw this first page. I totally opened up and skipped right to that page. And this little booklet helps, because it does actually give you a decent idea of the steps on how to do some of these looks. So yeah, although I feel really silly right now, I think this kit is actually really great. And from my experience right here, I mean, I super highly recommend it. It's like, look at this. Nada. You can't do that with normal face paints. That did rub off a little bit of the gray, but not a whole lot, and I think that's what matters, because kids are crazy and they get all over the place. In this defense, it might not have been totally dry. But anyway, I hope you like this quick little review video on this Snazaroo face paint kit. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed already, and I will see you next time. Bye! Let's see if I can just... Oh yeah, and that's obviously the most important part is how easy it is to get off. And this is a dollar store baby wipe, so. Ta-da!